Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday Mobility. We're going to get a great recovery stretch in today. Let's grab our foam rollers, that's where we're going to begin. We're going to start with our quads. So we're going to foam roll those. So let's place the foam roller right in front of our legs. And let's walk our way down to putting all of our weight onto the roller. And we're going to roll forward and back. Remember, we want to roll nice and slow on these. The slower, the better. If your quads are feeling pretty good and they're not very sore, you can stack one foot over top of the other to get more pressure, more weight on that leg. It is going to be a lot more intense if you do that though. Okay, so just be aware. If you want to give it a try, give it a try. Especially if you're not feeling anything into your quads. That one to stack one leg over the other. I'm going to stick with two. My quads are usually pretty sore. Let's get a deep breath here. Finish up that roll forward back. Nice. Okay, we're going to move from our quads to our lats in our back. So we're just going to move that roller up towards our upper body. Okay, we're going to lay on our side. What we want to do is get that back muscle into our back, which is our lat. It runs from the top to the bottom. Okay, so think about your armpit and then one hand right behind there. That's where we're going to hit. Okay, make sure you're not on your rib cage. Once you get that muscle, you find it, you can begin to kind of roll forward and back, just a couple inches up, couple inches back, and let's place that hand that's on the ground, palm facing up. Okay, if you dig in there and you find a tender spot, just hang out there, breathe. Okay, continue to roll forward back again. Now I have my hand placed on the ground here to kind of guide me. My hips are on the ground. You can always lift your hips up as well to get more weight on top of the roller. Let's get one more forward back. Good. Okay, let's do some open and close. So what I mean by that is our shoulder, okay? We're kind of opening up that shoulder, bringing that shoulder back towards the other side, and then closing it back towards the roller. Open it up. And right now what you're doing is you're rolling across the muscle fibers instead of along them, which is what we just did. So we're going across. So it's going to kind of dig in there. Good breathing. Okay, let's get one more open close. Nice. Okay, last one we're going to do here is the pin and stretch. So we're going to bring that hand up towards our face nice and slow. And lower it back down. Go at your own pace. Let's get a couple of those. One more. Good. Okay, we're going to switch sides. Same thing. Let's get the other side. First, locate your lat, armpit, and to the back. Once you find it and you're not on your rib cage, you can begin to roll forward back, a couple inches up, a couple inches back. Palm palm facing up. Nice. Remember, if you find a good spot, just hang out there. Good deep breathing. Okay, whenever you're ready, you can do your open close. Close that shoulder up towards the roller. Open it up, roll across the muscle fibers. Nice and slow, take your time. One more open close. Good. Okay, last one's here, pin and stretch. Palm facing up, raise that arm nice and slow up towards the face and lower it back down. Just do a couple of these. Find a good spot too, make sure we're on a knot or a tender area. That's where this is going to be the most beneficial. Good, one more. Nice. Okay, finish those up. We're going to move on to hamstrings. So let's make our way up. We're going to place the roller underneath our legs. Okay, once you get it underneath the legs, you can use your arms. Let's raise up, put our weight on top of the roller. And we're going to roll forward and back. Use those hands to kind of walk forward, walk back. Remember, we want to go nice and slow with these. Same here applies as our quad. So if we're really not feeling a whole lot, our hamstrings really aren't getting enough, you can stack one leg over top the other. Get more pressure, kind of dig into those hamstrings a little bit more. Good. If you're doing single leg, make sure you switch. Breath. Good. Let's start to finish these up. Let's get two more forward backs. Good. Okay, last one we're going to do with the roller is going to be our back. So we're just going to scooch up a little bit. Put that roller behind our back. I kind of like to start mid-back. So I'm just going to lean back on the roller. You can use your arms to take off some of the pressure. You can leave your hips on the ground to take off some of the pressure. But if you're comfortable enough, we're going to raise up those hips. Put all of our weight onto the roller that's on our back. You can place your arms across your chest. You can place them behind your head. Okay, whatever you prefer. And we're going to roll forward and back, taking small steps with our feet. Kind of going to the top of our spine, not all the way towards the neck, and to the bottom, not past the tailbone. Good breathing. Take your time with these. Switch up the arm placement. Get underneath those shoulder blades. Let's get a couple more. Two deep breaths. adjust your hips. Okay, we're gonna come off of the roller. You can set it aside. We're gonna start with some standing stretches, and we'll make our way back down to the ground. So the first stretch we're gonna do some number taps. So this is gonna be a balance thing, and then also a little bit of mobility as well. So we're gonna start feet shoulder width apart. Okay, let's do our right foot first. So we're gonna pick up our right, leave our left on the ground, and we're going to take it about a foot, okay, behind us and to the side, and then come back. Okay, keeping those hips, okay, square, working on our balance. Let's do three touches. Okay, and after you get your 3 from about a foot away, then we're going to take it about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away. Same exact thing. Take your time. All we're doing here is just reaches. Good. Once you get your 3 on that side, we're going to do the same to the other side. Pick up that left, leave the right leg on the ground, about a foot away. So that first touch is pretty easy, shouldn't be too challenging. 3 touches there. And then about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away on that second touch. Good, let's start to finish these up. Good, nice control, good hip mobility, good balance. Okay, we're going to do one more standing stretch. Okay, so we're going to go feet apart. We're going to hinge at the waist. Come down, both arms in front of us in the middle, keeping those legs straight. We're going to take one arm up and back. Hold for 2 seconds. Take a deep breath, rotate back down. Go to the other side. Go at your own pace. Remember visually, we got feet apart. Trying to straighten out those arms into a straight line. Rotating the hips. Spine. Good breathing. Good, let's get one more. Nice, good. Okay, we're going to make our way down. I think we're going to go to a half kneeling position next. Yes, okay, so we're going to go to half kneeling. Okay, and this one, okay, if you're on carpet, okay, you might be okay. I'm going to double up my mat on this one, so I have bony knees. And we're going to get into our runner's lunge, okay, but we're going to add in a rotation. So from here, okay, we have one knee down, one knee up. We're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to put our arms straight out in front of us. Now from here, when we do our lean forward, okay, you guys are used to this, we're going to lean forward and bring our arm back at the same time. And then we're going to come back to our starting position. Meanwhile, remember, our chest is up the whole time. We never bend over on these, okay? So even though we're coming forward, our chest is still nice and tall. And then we're coming back. Let's get a couple of these. You can follow your head with that back hand. Get a little bit extra rotation. Nice, let's get one more on this side. Nice, good. Okay, let's do the same thing. Let's just switch the legs. Okay, so other knee down, other knee up. Same thing, both hands are out in front of us. We're going to come forward and follow that back hand. Good breathing, going at your own pace. Let's get one more. Good, once you finish those up, let's switch the knees. Okay, so let's get off of that knee. We're going to do some ankle pull downs. Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of get into our half kneeling position here, and whatever's comfortable, because we're not working on the hips, we're going to work on the ankles. So what we're going to do is grab our top of our foot with one hand and the back of our foot with our other hand. And when we get into that lunge, okay, we're going to push that foot down towards the ground. Okay, so I'll show you from another angle. Okay, kind of in that runner's lunge position, keeping that foot down, kind of cheating, really pushing that foot down. Because when we come forward, right, our heel wants to come up. So by using our hands, we're really keeping our foot on the ground, which is our goal. Okay, and by doing this, we're working on our ankle mobility, but how this translates is this helps our squat mobility as well. So this is really one of the main reasons why we do ankle mobility. That helps us get into that squat position, which is a really functional position in and out of the gym. Let's get one more. Good. Okay, let's switch feet. Okay, other knee up. Okay, other knee down. Again, keeping that hand on the foot, other hand on that back part of the heel. And when you lunge forward and you feel that heel start to come up, push it down towards the ground. Come back, and then go back in. Nice, let's get two more. Finish them up. Nice. Okay, so this next one, we are going to do some rocking motions, and our goal is to keep our foot flat on the ground. So what we're going to do is you can come to a kneeling position on both knees, and then let's kick our left leg out, okay, nice and straight. And this is what I mean by keeping our foot flat on the ground. So this would be up, right, my toes up in the air. I'm going to put my foot flat on the ground, or as best you can, just like I was standing up. Okay, so my foot's flat on the ground. From here, I'm going to put my arms straight out in front of me. Okay, hands are underneath my shoulders. Okay, automatically right here, you should be feeling that stretch, okay, on the outside of the leg. What we're going to do here is we're going to rock. So we're going to come back, kind of sitting back, and then coming forward. You can go at your own pace. And remember, the focus, okay, of this one, because we've done one similar to this, is keeping that foot flat on the ground as best you can. Good breathing. Let's get two more. Once you get your two, okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so just switch that knee, bring that knee in, other foot out, flat on the ground, not toe up in the air, flat on the ground. Hands are out in front of us, right underneath our shoulders, we're supported. And we're going to come back in a rocking fashion, and then rock forward. All while keeping our foot on the ground as best we can. You're going to feel a nice stretch on the outside of that leg, probably even into the foot. You're going to feel it on the inside of the leg, all by keeping that foot as flat as we can on the ground. Nice. We'll get a couple more of leg out to the side. Okay, so I'll give you a second to get there. Okay, one leg out to the side, one knee bent right in front of us. From here, we're going to go down into a child's pose. Alright? So we're going to hinge, not round the back, we're going to hinge forward. Stretch those arms out in front of us. And you can rotate that hip. Your toe does not have to be up in the air. Okay, so you can kind of rotate that hip. Okay, foot's flat on the ground on its side. And you're just going to come forward into your child's pose and just hang out here. Good breathing. My foot's on its side out here. Okay, it's not flat on the ground, it's on its side, not up in the air. So you can rotate that hip to get comfortable and then just hang out. Try to relax those hips. Good breathing. One more deep breath. Good. Okay, slowly come up. Okay, same thing, so switch legs. Okay, so we're going to bring that leg out. Other leg in. Okay, out towards the side. Remember, you can rotate that hip. And then we're going to hinge forward down into our child's pose. So my knees, you can see, is pointed towards you. Relax. Try to get those hips nice and loose. They're probably tight. Just try to relax the hips. Hang out here and breathe. Good, let's get 2 deep breaths. Slowly start to make your way up. Nice. Okay, we're going to go to a spinal rotation. Okay, this one is a very common stretch. You guys have probably done this one before. We're going to cross one leg over the other. Okay, keep that foot flat on the ground. And then we're going to twist. Okay, over top, use that arm to push against the knee for leverage. And then we're going to look back. Okay, so I'll walk us through it again. For those of you who didn't catch that. Okay, I'll walk you through what I did. Right leg over my left leg. Left arm over my right knee. And then I use that arm as leverage, and I'm going to twist my spine and look back. Breathe. Deep breath. Good. Slowly release. Uncross the legs. Let's do the other side. Cross the leg over. Arm over top. Use that arm against that knee and look back. Keep pushing against that knee with your arm to really get that good spinal stretch. Deep breath. Good. Slowly uncross the legs. Good. so from here, we are going to do a neck stretch. So kind of think of it as almost like a cat-cow from a seated position. I'm going to show you from this angle. So we can just kind of get comfortable with our legs, so they're kind of bent, and we're just comfortable from here. So we're going to focus on our upper body. So we're going to put our hands, place them behind our head, and we're going to kind of crouch down and slouch and really bring our arms together, shoulders together, like we do when we're typing on the computer. So that should be a normal position for a lot of people. Bring everything together, and then we're going to bring everything back nice and big, bringing that chest nice and high, shoulders are back, and then we're going to come back down into that crouched position again. Go at your own pace. Get that chest nice and high, shoulders are back, and then go the opposite direction. Good breathing. Let's get one more each way. Okay, start to finish those up. Okay, we're going to finish up with some hip stretches. We're going to bring our right leg straight up into the air and across our body. Let's hold and breathe. We're going to do each side, and this will be our final stretch today. Deep breath. Bring it back up to our starting position. Back down one more time. Coming across the body. Twisting those hips. You're going to feel this into your back, into your glutes, all the way into your hamstrings. Try to keep those shoulders on the ground, hips coming off the ground. Good deep breath. Bring the leg back up to your starting position. And back down and rest it. Switch, let's do the other leg. Straight leg, up into the air. Bring it across the body. Good breathing. Try to keep those shoulders on the ground. Breath. Good. Bring that leg back up and back down one final time. Good deep breathing. Keep that shoulder down towards the ground. Two deep breaths. Slowly make your way back up to the middle and bring it back down towards the ground. Rest. Take a deep breath. We are done stretching for today. Hopefully you guys feel pretty good. And then we will get back after it tomorrow with our HIIT workout. Thanks, guys.